You been eating any edibles?
I have not. No, 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 no. I can't fuck with them
That
things.
was a great TikTok. That was so funny. That was. I'm so glad I caught that TikTok.
What's going on, Mark? Where you at? You in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah. So I was telling you, I went to school. I'm just trying to get my phone. I don't know. Let me see how it looks like this. Um, I grew up in Woodmere, Long Island, and I turned 18 my first year in college at Fairleigh Dickinson University. And my buddy was at the pub one day. You know, we had a bar on like campus, right? So we're sitting there drinking, and he was going down to Florida. He had the U-Haul truck with his car and the cats in it. And I'm like, I'm coming with you. And I jumped in the truck and I went down there. And I had been to Hawaii, but I never had been to Florida. And we went like to Coconut Grove and all these places. And I'm like, this is like Hawaii, but it's on the East Coast. So I moved, at
You just
21.
jumped in a. You just literally jumped in a fucking U-Haul and left New York and went to Florida.
Yeah, I was kind of crazy back then.
I
I mean,
like that though. That's fucking. That's the way. That's a pretty cool fucking. So what did you do when you got down there?
um,
Hey,
uh, what did I do? I kind of trying to think what I was doing for work. I was probably just hustling. Most of my life, I did 5 years for growing weed. So if you look in Miami New Times in my link, there's if you Google Miami New Times,
right,
Budmen, 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 Miami New Times, you get
right.
a story about Mark Prince marijuana farming in the '90s. So I mean, I really didn't do that when I
You were a trendsetter. You were fucking. You were growing shit back in the '90s. You
I
were
got popped with
domestic plant.
360. I got popped with 360 indoor plants in 1994. So nobody was growing then, right? And
Well, yeah, at the time too, right?
yeah, then. So I wrote for High Times, a couple of articles for High Times magazine. But I took off. I went to Amsterdam. I was a fugitive. I came back. I did my time. Whatever. So, but yeah, I was a crazy kid. So I came down to Florida, and I'm like, wow. I rented a place. I met a girl, and you stay.
Now let me ask you something. All right, so you got pinched. You got pinched for and you did 5 years with state or federal.
No, federal time.
So how much time did you actually do?
Well, you do 51. You do 51 months on 60. I got sentenced to 5 years. I took the drug program. You get 6 months halfway house. So I was in for about 3.5 years total.
Still, that's a long fucking time. Was it minimum, medium? What kind of?
No, actually, I was everywhere because I was in El Reno, Oklahoma. I went through Atlanta Penitentiary on a transfer from Miami to Talladega for the drug program. So
Right.
I've got frequent flyer miles on Con Air. If you've ever seen the movie Con
Yeah,
Air,
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah, so I've been on that 3 times, handcuffs and shackles. People want to complain about a plane flight. I got nothing to complain
yeah.
about.
You're shackled into the. Now those planes. Do they have like shackle boxes in the seats and stuff? How do they do that?
No, they put a belly chain on you. They put shackles on your feet, and they cuff up your hands, and you drink your little juice like like that or whatever. But yeah, your hand, you got a belly chain.
I have to respond to Daddy Gang. This man may be a felon, but he's honest, and I like honesty better than anything in the fucking world. So go fuck yourself. That's what I'm
Oh, I
saying.
didn't see the
Yeah.
comments. I see Danny Bruno. He's cool. I say, oh, Daddy Gang. I don't care about trolls. That don't bother me.
So you did
Yeah,
50.
so like I'm such a dangerous guy. I'm a marijuana farmer. That's what I did. I mean, now I'm just a retail consumer, and it's
Right.
basically legal for medical if you have a license in Florida.
Can you
But
grow now legally? Like if you decided to take your knowledge and start growing now, or because of the felony you can't. What's the deal?
no, I have to go to a state. I could if I was in California or Oregon or somewhere, California, Oregon, something like that.
Right, but you can't.
Probably in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? And I have leukemia too, so I certainly qualify, with cancer and whatnot. So
Fucking can't see. How old are you? You're not that old, are you? What are you, 50?
yeah, I'm old. I'm 55. So
Okay, that's still
I'm
not that old. Yeah, leukemia. That's leukemia is fucking. It's not when you start every year. Whenever you start getting close to the age, it's not that old anymore. That's right. Mark, did you get a conjugal visit?
No conjugal visits, no conjugal visits in there. Although when you work like when we used to be at Miami camp, you get what's called an outside detail. So I used to work at Homestead Air Force Base. I
Right.
worked for the fire department, so I had nothing to do because everything was clean. I used to just drive the Easy Go all over the base and little fire truck. But some guys would leave. They sneak through the bushes, go to 7-Eleven, meet their girl, and you come back in time. Or
Right.
it just depends on how open it was.
But if you got caught, you were fucked, right? You were going to
Yeah,
fucking.
you get in a lot of trouble. Yeah, you get shipped. Most people that were in Miami, Miami is the one of the best facilities to be in. If you're going to be, somebody told me if you're going to do time, do federal time, and if
Yes.
you're going to do federal time, do it in Florida.
Right.
So
That's only gonna.
people want to be in Miami.
Do you have a
So
choice? So you don't have a choice. It's not like you can pick your fucking facility,
well,
can you?
you can do things to get redesignated. When I was in Coleman, Florida, I paid some lady that had connections in the BOP to get me redesignated to Miami. They actually sent me on what's called an institutional need, okay, for drywall, which I don't do drywall, but I
Right,
got sent on an institutional need, and the first thing they do is put you in the kitchen anyway, so it
right,
didn't matter, you know.
right.
But
Hey, you
I
weren't there
paid to get where I
as a
wanted.
drywall expert. You didn't even know what the fuck drywall was.
So, well, I had a little experience because I did build my own grow rooms and then repair them so I could, return the unit. You know what I'm saying? When
Right.
you rent houses. So, had
So how
some.
long were you growing before you got busted?
I started probably in like 1988 with a
Right.
small little setup and some friends doing it. I didn't go full scale. I don't think till probably 92. No, wait, yeah, about let me think, 92 or
So
yeah, about
you had
90.
about
I had
you
a
got
few
about
years at it.
yeah.
I had
Now the
multiple houses. You know.
oh, so you made some money doing it too. You made a
Yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah, I was it was a good time, and I make sure to spend all the money so they don't take it away from you when you get
That's what I was gonna
popped.
say. When they popped you, did they take everything you made or what?
Well, no, because when they popped in, the idea, the guy was smart about it. You don't have anything. You know what I mean? You rent, you spend your money, you live the lifestyle. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
actually, I had a friend of mine who was running around like a gangster. He was doing everything. He's in jail now, and he's still in jail. He's been in jail for like 20 years, but he was making a lot of money and was spending it all. When the feds grabbed him, they're like, you just spent $10,000 at a bar, and they were like, he's like, what am I saving it for you guys? Like
Yeah,
he knew
exactly. You go to when you play like that, you go to the strip clubs all the time and everything. And you spend lots of money.
you just throw money around. You live for the moment, and it's just like it's crazy because you're like, God damn it! But it's just like I understand it because you're right. Because once they catch you, they're just taking everything you had anyway. It's like it's okay. It's not okay for you to steal it, but it's okay for them to steal it from you, which is
Right? Well, it's kind of like double jeopardy, right? They take your money, they take your house, and they throw you in jail.
and they throw you in jail. And not only that, how will all of us they launder the money? All of a sudden, that's dirty, illegal money, but now it's legal because they took it. That doesn't make any sense
Yeah,
either.
right.
They don't.
Yeah,
They don't even try to give it back to whoever the hell it came from. It's like it's not like they're like, all right, we're gonna give this back to the victims. No, we're taking this fucking money.
yeah, and then when there's like in mine, there's no victim. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
If you're growing plants and they're illegal plants, but you keep them in your home and you
right.
don't sell them or you're not in trouble. So how is that illegal for something you do in the privacy of your own
Oh,
home?
so you didn't even get arrested for selling. You were arrested for growing.
I got arrested because somebody gave a tip to the police or whatever, and then they came and with the canine dog and
But I
checked
mean,
the house when I wasn't
what did
there.
they charge you with? They didn't charge you with selling. They charged you with
Well, no, they charged me with manufacture, cultivation and possession, manufacture cannabis plants, manufacture.
wow.
And
So
now, how do you manufacture a plant? Right? Plants just grow. There's no manufacturing process involved. But
you're
whatever.
a fucking gardener for God's sakes. I don't
I
understand.
know, right? I'm a botanist.
A botanist.
I'm a
So let me
bot-
ask you a question. Now, how much would you say were you making back then? How much a month would you say you were
I don't
making?
know, 30 grand. I think I've basically said.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
30
about
grand.
30,000 a month. I didn't have that much going on. I had
30,000 a month back then is like fucking 80 or 100 today.
Yeah, it was, and that was after everything. That was after all expenses.
Right,
And I mean, I had businesses too at the same time. So I had baseball card stores in 89 and 90. And I figured the money that we made, we just run it through the baseball card stores to make it clean money. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say I bought a card from you for $1,000
right,
and I sold it to somebody for $100,000. Well,
right,
then I could claim all that money, right? Because I
right.
just made, so you just make a transaction.
But they weren't real transactions. Nobody was buying $100,000 baseball.
Well, not then, not then. I did do in legitimate business 600,000 my first year in sales with two baseball card stores in Carl Springs and Lauderhill.
Nice. Are they still popular?
And
Do
actually,
people still?
the non-sports cards came back. Let me see. I don't have my lights on. My lights are crazy here. Normally, I use my little setup, but see, I didn't set up. There's my camera. I don't know if it's
Okay.
showing, and I'm a little behind on the delay. So, but I'm not. I wasn't set up, and he said, "Come on." I wasn't planning it. Here's Maui. Hi, Mao.
Hey, what's up now? Now, that's cool. So you basically fucking how so you got out of jail. You went straight. You didn't fuck around no more after that. After you did your
Actually, that's probably not true. Let's see. I got out in uh, I'm trying to think. I did a grow in 2000, so that's 21 years ago. So I was out. I did a setup, and then something happened. The guy sold the house on us, and we had to shut it down. and I believe that was the last one.
Yeah,
So I haven't done it in 20 years, but I've been home for 25, so or whatever.
that's cool. So you had one little slip. You have one little slip. But you listen, it's hard not to you know there's all that money there, and you're over here nickel and diamond working a job, and then you're like, I can make 30,000 a month right now, and fucking in very little work and doing something I know how to do. It's hard not to do it.
Right, you just get at some point, like I got tired. I don't want to go back to jail anymore,
Yeah,
so I don't even go out. Before the pandemic, I mean, even before I knew I had leukemia, I had stopped drinking a few years ago,
right.
uh, and I just, I stopped. I don't have the money, so I had to stop spending, eat home stuff like that. I'm divorced, whatever. So you know what I mean. It wasn't, just kind of chilled, and that's when I found Periscope and all that, and I was like, wow, I could just hang out and DJ broadcasts and sit here, smoke a little weed, and just be home and be safe. So I do
Yeah,
that.
and not getting any fucking trouble. Not have to worry about going back to the fucking pen.
Yeah, yeah. Look, see this? You ever see that? I took that in off a Budweiser truck in 1994.
Oh no, what, I can't see it. The screen's too small. What is it? Is
Oh
it
wait,
red?
hold on. It says try Bud. Let's see if I make it go that way.
Oh,
So,
when I was a young alcoholic, I would always come home with shit that I would just fucking steal, find. I bring home a souvenir every night I went out when I went out. I bring home like a stop sign or a fucking. I'd be like, where did I get this shit? I don't even. Where the fuck did I come up with this crap?
right. Well, let's see if
Yeah,
I. There we go. So anyway, let me see if it looks better this way. I never get the thing right when I use my phone. That's why I have the camera, but I didn't mess with it. Yeah, that's not too bad.
I'll have to watch back on the replay because the fucking the picture. Oh wait, let me see something. Tap it. Okay, now I see it. Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, man. So you have leukemia. Is that curable, or is that something that you're just gonna have to live with, or is it
Oh,
dead?
ER nurse is here. Hey, ER nurse. No, I take a pill called imbrutinib, which was funny because when I first was on it, it was 420 milligrams. So
Okay.
420 is like a pot thing, 420.
Right.
So I told my doctor, 420 milligrams. This has to work for me. So
Yeah.
I was on it for like a year or two. It's worked pretty well. While I was being scanned because of my leukemia, they found out that I had a tumor in my lung that was not responding, and they went in and cut a section of my lung out. So I beat lung cancer because they said normally they don't catch this in time, and most people die in 5 years. So they got that out. So I got a section of my lung cut out. I have leukemia, but I feel good. I lost 50 pounds recently that I gained during COVID. So I'm,
Well,
trying to get
listen, you sound like you're on the road. Listen, COVID's pretty much over now. In Florida, it's definitely over. You got to get out there, get your life back in order, go to the fucking beach, go run, go exercise.
Yeah, I like to do stuff. I mean, I don't drive. I haven't drove for 11 years because I was really crazy. We'll talk about that some other time.
Right?
But you know what I'm saying. So I do go out. I ride my bicycle or jump on the bus, take an Uber, things like that.
That's cool. Listen, riding your bike is better than driving actually because you fucking
And
you
here in Florida, when you coming to Florida, when you going to get out of that tri-state area?
I was just down there for fucking 4 or 5 months and I loved it. But the problem is, there's I don't really have an income down there. There's not, and I'm not going to be working some bullshit job, you know,
Right.
and, just to survive. It makes no sense to me. So when
Yeah,
when,
there's
I,
no
when it's
money out
finan-
there.
when it's financially feasible, I'll come down there because I do like it down there. It's fucking
Yeah, it's
cool.
great. It's great. I just, like I said, I came down here early. I said, why wait to 65? I'm coming at 21.
Yeah, you
So,
get the good years. At 65, you're just walking around waiting to go to hospitals. It's fucking stupid.
yeah, I had a great time. I had a great time living in Florida. One of the smartest things I did too.
I don't want to go in there. I'm surprised. Where's Daddy? What's Daddy Gang doing now? He's trying to get people to go into some
I'm
stupid.
survived this guy. This guy's a moron, Daddy Gang. I don't even pay attention to the trolls. But let me tell you, if you don't mess with the punks, which is, whatever, gay people, if you don't try to dominate the television or the telephone, you know what I'm saying? You won't have any problems. Or gamble. Don't gamble. Don't, try to abuse the phone or the TV, and don't mess with punks, and you don't have a problem.
And don't fuck with drunks either. That's the other thing.
Well, yeah, you'll get shipped or you get in trouble. I mean, depending on the facility, we used to smoke a little weed and stuff like that, or make hooch, and those are other stories.
That's right. No, that's true. So there you go. There's your prison survival things. Don't fuck with the punks. Don't try and dominate the TV, and don't gamble. And you're good.
Right, and don't cry on the telephone. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to get more phone time and cry about the phone and try to control shit on the outside. You'll get your ass beat.
That's right. Yeah, you fucking take somebody's phone time, they're gonna slam you. That's
Yeah, well, you got to hang up. Sometimes your 15 minutes might not end when the phone hangs up, so somebody's going to hang it up for you.
yeah.
Say hello to Mr. Click, click,
That's right.
and then it's
That's
on.
right. Yes, fuck yourself, dude. You're, oh Jesus Christ.
This is Yo Daddy Gang. It's too bad you can't block. See, that's one of the things I'm not so thrilled about with Habs, with the multi-stream or whatever. You can't block certain people, but whatever.
I don't even. I just ignore it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what I try to do too. But unfortunately, sometimes I'll miss comments like I see ER Nurse and Danny Bruno and
Yeah.
Texas Steel Bunny, who I like to say hello to. And when I'm on like a broadcast with you, I don't always,
Right.
leave comments. So
You know
anyway,
what?
I should probably drop down, let you do
All
your
right,
show
bro.
and
Good
stuff. Thank
talking
you
to you,
so much
man.
for bringing me up.
Nah, good talking to you, man. You're a cool
All
dude.
right. Peace
Stay
out.
healthy, man.
420 Prince.